Hey you guys, welcome back to Taco's Guide to Cube World. My name is Taco and today we're gonna have a look at the map. So you open the map with M and as you can see I've spawned into a brand new world here. You can see all the different biomes, all are empty except the middle one where I am. And today we're gonna find out how we can find points of interest on the map here. But let's start off with the basics first. So you zoom in and out with the middle mouse button. You can look around with the right mouse button and you can turn the camera with the left mouse button. Yeah, first thing you want to do when you spawn into a map is find a village. And actually I have spawned just right next to a village, which completely kills the point here. Let me try to find another village. So as you look around here, you will see some tall structures like this one, for example, or this one that looks suspicious, and you can mark those. With the middle mouse button, you can mark cool looking things. And for example, that is another village that I just found right there. So yeah, the first thing you want to do when you spawn into a new map, the first thing you want to do when you get to a new biome, you want to look for a village. Why is that so important? Because there are a lot of NPCs there. And you need to talk to these NPCs to unlock certain points of interest on the map. And now let me talk to some of the NPCs in this village and I'll be right back with you. A rare book of crafting. So this guy just told me about the rare book of crafting he saw on the Kurno plains. And let's have a little look around the map, and indeed the Kurno plains were marked, which is a spot of land that looks fairly normal actually. I probably wouldn't have found it just by looking around the map. And yeah, that is why it is very important to talk to NPCs, because they will tell you about spots that you probably wouldn't find otherwise. Let me talk to a few more NPCs and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I just killed some chicken. They were not very happy with it. The cat next to them wasn't either, really, because she didn't get any of the food. But, oh well, that's how life goes, I guess. So, yeah, let's sleep here for just 10 coins. And now everything outside is bright again, which is very nice. Because until you get a better lamp, it is a really bad idea to just run around at night, because it's just so goddamn dark. That is also why it's a very good idea to get a respawn point near a village early on. So yeah, about respawn points, this thing right here is one. Whenever you see these Parthenon kind of structures, you should definitely go check them out and play your flute next to them. You mustn't roll out of the animation, however, and you cannot walk down from the shrine, otherwise it won't work. You have to sit here and wait for your guy to play the flute, play a little song, then the shrine will light up. And what that essentially does is it unlocks this respawn point. Now this blue dot that appeared here just now next to all these other symbols of the village, it's not just to indicate that you have found this respawn point, no. It's actually a fast travel point. So you can just left click on any of these and travel there within literal seconds. I've wasted so many hours just walking around, while I could have just done this and gotten to my destination within literal seconds. So yeah guys, I've talked to a few NPCs in the 2 villages. Actually, I've gone from the first to the second village, because in the first village there really weren't that many NPCs and I didn't want to be here sitting here with like 2 waypoints. So now we've actually unlocked quite a few, 6-7 waypoints, and where do we want to go now? There is so many. You should look out for this color coding, which you can find basically anywhere in the game. So the easiest bosses, so to speak, the easiest missions, which are mostly for gathering special items, which will be an extra episode of Taco's Guide to Cube World. But anyways, you should go check these gray ones out first. They're the easiest. After that comes green. After that blue. After that purple. And the strongest enemies are yellow. So when are you strong enough to conquer purple, for example? Well, let's look at our inventory. We can see weapon level and armor level. Right now we are 1 star on both of these. And that is white, right? Or gray. So we should go for these gray missions. Find a few gray mobs, maybe even green ones if you're feeling confident in your abilities. And they will drop us some loot that we can then equip to get stronger armor and weapon level. And with that we can tackle stronger bosses. Here with my other guy who has 5 stars on both weapon and armor level, he can just take out pretty much anything with 1 left click, except for legendary enemies. So the game kind of becomes a point and click adventure here. And yeah, you should focus on dungeons that are right around your armor and weapon level, because these aren't too easy. If you have 3 or 4 star weapon and armor and you go to a 2-star green dungeon, they will only drop you 2 to maximum 3-star loot, which at this point is probably unnecessary to you because you already got better gear. So you should focus on blue and purple dungeons at that moment in time. Something you want to do when you are like really geared up, all 5-star gear, then you want to finish every single dungeon in your region. This here is a final dungeon, and that thing is an artifact. The artifacts, spoiler alert, are the things that actually get you to level up. So collect this thing, you instantly improve a level. And also all of the artifacts boost a certain stat. This one, for example, you can climb faster, so that improves the climbing speed. And the reason why you want to beat all the dungeons is because in my biome, I'm pretty sure it doesn't happen in every biome, in my biome there was a door blocking the entrance, so I couldn't really get in until I beat every other dungeon in the land. That's what I did. It said something along the lines like the doors are not blocked anymore, and that's when I knew I could take on the final boss and get myself a nice little artifact. On the note of artifacts, there are actually certain structures which contain stone inscriptions of the kingdom's lore. And most of these will just tell you about a great warrior that has lived in the kingdom, but some actually tell you about artifacts in the region. And that's actually what we want, because if it mentions an artifact in the region, it will mark that on the map. And then we can just walk there, we will have to fight a strong boss, presumably, but there will be an artifact there, and that's ultimately what we want and need to level up. Now, this isn't always for the kingdom you're in. For example, I'm in the Landmore kingdom right now, and not in the Robaria realms, so that's somewhere close by. It's only a few biomes over, but it's not in my immediate area. And that's how I got insight on artifacts that are actually in areas I haven't even been to. Here, for example, the Vault of Damage, Namakor, not damage. There's an artifact there, which gives you speed, which is very nice. Then we have the Temple of Damadan, which also contains an artifact. And yeah, you can find all of these artifacts. You can find the location of them at these lore kind of background giving inscriptions, which you can find a lot on the map. So yeah, that's about it for the map, everything you need to know. If I have missed anything, please do let me know in the comments. I will implement that as a note in the next episode, obviously with credit from whoever told me so in the comments. If you liked the episode, if you got anything out of it, then please do give it a like. If you didn't like it, then dislike it. And in any way, I wish you a pleasant rest of your day. Hope to see you soon. Bye bye.